Pipsqueak. It's good for you to join us today. I'm glad you weren't late for the test. Inside of you, there is a bomb. The bomb is connected to the sheet that I've provided. Should you score less than 80% on the test today, it will blow up. Good evening, everybody. My name is Teacher Galleon, and I will be the proctor of your exam today. The current class that you have signed up for is botany. Botany is a very fickle class. There's all sorts of variations of plants and fruits, vegetation. They come in all forms and sizes. Today, our quiz will involve, well, I'm sure you could guess already. It will involve this. Fruit. The test will go in this form. I will present to you a fruit. I will put it on the plate in front of you. You will tell me whether or not the fruit in front of you is a fruit. If it's not a fruit, then you will vote not a fruit. If it is a fruit, however, you will vote that it is a fruit. There are 11 questions to the exam today, followed up by a pop quiz that I hope you are all prepared for. Alright, let's start with an example how the quiz will go. I'm going to now show you an object on the plate, and you will tell me if this is a fruit or not. Ready? Pipsqueaks? The sample question will begin now. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is this a fruit, or is this not a fruit? Answer shortly. Some of you I see are already failing. This will not look good for you. Please take the real exam seriously. That's flesh, yes. You know, botany defines fruit as having flesh, with seeds on the inside. So tell me, is this flesh fruit? Results end in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the majority. 85% of you passed and said no. This is not a fruit. Very well done to most of you. The other ones, I'll see you after class for remediation. That's how this exam will go. Is anybody confused? Raise a hand if you have any questions. This will be the only time you're allowed to ask them. Was this a tutorial? Yes. This was your practice question. Hand raised. Ask your question. Are you fruit? No, you're not fruit. That was clickbait. The thumbnail was clickbait. Can you get extra credits? We'll see how you do, and if you need it. Is mayonnaise a fruit? I'm going to detonate your bomb now. What was that? Well, it certainly wasn't a fruit, now was it? Pizza party if we pass the test? If a majority of the class passes the test, we can hold a pizza party. Can we eat the fruits? You may not want to. You might want to think twice about asking that question. You might regret. Can you go to the nurse? You ate a radioactive peanut? Suffer the consequences of your actions. You've made a mistake. Alright then. I see no more hands are raised, and thus the quiz will begin shortly. There are 11 questions, as I have stated before. So make sure each one counts. The first question. Tell me, is this a fruit? This, everybody, is known as the chestnut. Voting begins now. We should all know this one. We're starting off with a very easy and basic question. We've been studying for an entire week almost. You all knew this would be on the question. This would be the question that would show up on here. You knew this would be on the test. You knew. You all knew. Unless you didn't study. Were you slacking? Did you not show up to class that day? By the way, I had to remind everybody, there will be no Googling. There will be no external resources used. If I find you cheating, the bomb will detonate from that alone. So please, answer truthfully and carefully. The question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To, shockingly, a slight majority, you have answered yes, that the chestnut is a fruit. I am delighted to let you know that the chestnut is botanically identified as a nut. And nuts are also botanically listed as fruits. If you got this question wrong, you should leave class immediately. I do not want to see you. You will be blown up summarily in the hallway. To the rest of you, good luck. The next subject. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, can you properly identify this? I shouldn't need to tell you what it is. It is one of the best foods on this earth. This is a potato. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is the potato a fruit? Yes or no? Make sure you click the correct answer. You only get one shot. I don't want to see any mistakes. Oh my god. Good luck, Pipsqueaks. God save your soul. That's the weirdest potato you've seen. Do not judge the subject. It got here fair and square with a little bit of pixelation on the edges. Don't make fun of it. It's very nervous about that fact. You clicked the wrong thing. I guess it'll be blown up then. Perfect balance? Yes. It's actually weighted at the bottom. This potato was grown to have lead on the very bottom of it. Mango cosplaying a potato? No, this is a raw potato. I promise there is no tricks here. This is simply as you see and as you hear, a potato. All shapes are yummy? Good. The question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pipsqueaks, I will now let you know that the potato is not classified as a fruit. This, actually, has no classification whatsoever. So, botanists relegate it to vegetable. However, it is not exactly a vegetable. It's something different. But I'll tell you what it isn't. It's not a fruit. Well done. 90% of you, well done. You'll get head pats after this. This next one may be a little bit tricky. However, there are no tricks. The next one is corn. Pipsqueaks, tell me, is corn a fruit or is it not? This one may be a little tricky. What question are we on again? This shall be question number 3. The example question was not a part of the question paper. We have gone through chestnut, potato, and now as question number 3, we are now identifying corn. As soon as you call it a trick, you kind of show your hand. What is not a trick, if not a guise led by the trickster? But I did tell you there are no tricks. I said it may be tricky. As evidenced by the poll, you can see that not everybody is on the same page. The good news for you, Pipsqueaks, is that your tests are all tallied together, and you get to see the results in real time. Do you go with the popular poll, or do you think for yourself? And do you go against the grain? Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a bit of a split. There's 64 of you that say that corn is not a fruit. 35 of you say that corn is a fruit. Corn is labeled as a vegetable. It is also vegetable and grain and fruit. If you wish, you may now use Google to look it up. Is corn a fruit? Botanists classify it as all 3 of the above. Therefore, corn is a fruit. So everyone is right? Wrong! If you said that corn was not a fruit, that is a black and white answer. You are incorrect! Corn is a fruit. 34% of you got it right. Tricky, isn't it? Strange how this vegetable is simultaneously a fruit and moreover a grain. Did you know that corn, when it's harvested, depending on how long it takes to harvest it, it'll be a grain or a vegetable. When it's the most ripe, it's considered a grain. Strange. It's all pedantic, isn't it? It's all pedantic. Next, Pipsqueaks, I want you to tell me if you can even identify this one. This will not go against you if you cannot. I will tell you the answer. Can you tell me what this is? This succulent little thing here. What is this? Ooh, we have a lot of smarties in the chat. A lot of you. It is not a pig, you dumbass. Oh my god. Sorry, kayfabe. This is a fig. It is used in plenty of desserts and treats. But now I must ask you one more question. Is the fig a fruit? Before you answer, well, I guess I've already put up the poll. I'll just save it for next one. Good luck. You've never seen a fig before? My grandfather used to have a fig tree. Figs are pollinated by wasps, if you were curious. When they're on the plant, they require insects to pollinate them from the inside. Isn't that disgusting? There's apparently a myth surrounding the fig, that the inside crunchy bits were little bits of wasps. However, that is just a myth. It is not the case. It is the seeds on the inside that they're referring to. There is no wasp involved in the inside of a fig. They simply pollinate it. Alright, everybody. The question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is an overwhelming majority with this question. 90% of you believe that the fig is a fruit. 10% of you suggest otherwise. The fig, after being pollinated and ripening on the plant that it comes from, is identified as a flower. The fig is actually a flower. It's not a fruit. Do I need to double check my answer? The fig is commonly referred to as a fruit, but botanically, it is an infructuscens, a multiple fruit. The inside is a flower, however. On fruits like ovaries or something. Botany defines fruit as: a fruit is the fleshy or dry ripened ovary of a flowering plant, enclosing the seed or seeds. I think for this answer, I will get you to say that this is a fruit. This one is a very tricky one for me to put on here, just so you know. It's really funny. When I Google it, the AI says, yes, fig is a fruit. But just a second ago when I Googled it, it said, no, fig is not a fruit. Even Google, the AI Google, doesn't know what to say. It goes both ways. So, whether you said no or yes, you are right. Both answers are correct. Congratulations, everybody. Up next. This is something we're all very familiar with, I think, but do we truly know what this is? This brown oblong circle is referred to as the coconut. Is the coconut a fruit? The cocoa nut? The cocoa nut? It's a legume? Sorry, I was reading that from chat. That was not me stating that. That was me questioning the chat. Is the coconut a fruit? Is the coconut a fruit? It has nut. It can't not be. You don't like coconut shavings? I too dislike coconut shavings. And I found that out from having the The little pastries that you get at supermarkets. The one. They're called snowballs. Little squishy marshmallows with a coconut on top. I despise them. Coconut shavings are deplorable. The question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 78% saying yes, 21% saying no, that the coconut is not a fruit. Let me look at my table of contents. Question number 5, the coconut. The coconut is identified as a fruit, Pipsqueaks. This is a wholehearted fruit. This coconut. Congratulations to the overwhelming majority. Sometimes it's not so bad to be a sheep, is it? Just going along with what everyone else says. That's the easiest way to get along in life, isn't it? Just let everyone else tell you what it is. What could go wrong? However, Pipsqueaks, on this ship, we like to challenge the normal. We like to be different. That's why we're pirates. That's why I questioned the chestnut. That's why we question the cocoa nut. Don't let your friends tell you what is and isn't, and find out for yourself. You identify as a Walmart bag. The Walmart bag is not a fruit. But that's okay. Up next, this one looks a little bit odd and different, so please use all of your brain as much as you can muster, Pipsqueak. Is this the cactus fruit a fruit? Doesn't it look so delicious on the inside, so fleshy? It almost looks like the inside of a severed hand. Is the cactus fruit a fruit? Answers begin now. Oh, come on. Don't say that with such disparity. Look. Observe the polls. Not everyone's on the same page as you. Prickly pear? Could be. I simply googled cactus fruit. I do presume this is prickly pear. It's a plant? Ooh, so are most things on this list, however, not all are fruits. Eat the cactus. I would eat this cactus. I'll blend it into a smoothie with dragon fruit and orange juice. Throw in some ice and some milk, and have a delicious blend. If you get this wrong, you're gonna have to give up your cactus hugger card. Good luck. I think the cactus lover card is probably gonna be the least of your worries when the bomb goes off. Are you curious where the bomb is, by the way? It's a strip of C4. It's around your neck. We get it in there every time we get a new Pipsqueak. Thank you to the mods for that, by the way. You can thank Coco Goat for all those gifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yet again, there's an overwhelming majority stating that the cactus fruit is a fruit. 80% of you, even. A smaller subset says the cactus fruit isn't a fruit. It's strange how that is, isn't it? The name itself tells us that this is the cactus fruit, and yet we deny it outright when we hear it. Simply because of our environment, this test puts us on edge. The pressure really weighs heavy. We don't want to make a mistake. The cactus fruit, however, is a fruit. You've led yourself astray with your suspicions and your doubt. This is a bona fide fruit, the fleshy ovaries of a cactus. I hope we're all starting to see the pace of this quiz. We've got 5 more left in the main quiz. How are you doing? Are you passing so far? Is there anybody here that has a perfect 100? If so, please post the 100 emoji in chat. If you've gotten every single question perfect so far, I'd like to see. Let me see some 100 emojis in chat. There's quite a few of you. Wow. You guys are star students, aren't you? You better not be cheating. If so, one bomb leads to the next, and the next. I suggest you spread out just in case anything happens. Smarty pants. The next question. Let's take a look at it. What is this rod? What is this cylindrical device? Let me take a look at my test notes. This is referred to as the carrot. Ah, I see. This is a carrot. Everybody, how do we feel about a carrot? What does the carrot make you think of? What's inside of a carrot? What's the outside of a carrot? They're so baby. These little carrots are so baby girl, aren't they? Just makes you want to snuggle up and give them a little kiss. They taste bad. You've definitely passed your test. You can stop your test now. Perfect 100 for you. You're gonna cry. For what? ¿Por qué? Don't do that right in your ear. I need to communicate with you all. This test is very important for the livelihood of a lot of you birds out there. What number is this? This is question number 7, if I recall correctly. This is question number 7. You're short-circuiting now? Don't jump in the water. The question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is not a fucking fruit. It's a fucking vegetable, everybody. It's a carrot. It's a carrot, everybody. It's self-explanatory. They're obviously a vegetable. Come on. Let's not be silly here. I'm disappointed. In 10% of you, I'm disappointed. I honestly think that some of you are answering incorrectly as a joke. I think you've answered every single one incorrectly on purpose. Which begs the question, does that mean you knew every answer and you've actually technically got a perfect score? Or are you just being silly? Are you a silly Billy? There's your gift. Jokes aside, obviously the carrot is not a fruit. So let's go with the next one. Up next is something that's been featured on this very channel. We've seen it in the past, but can you tell me, is it a fruit? Question begins now. Silly Billy mentioned. There's a lot of Silly Billies in the chat, actually. I will not always call you Silly Billies, but you're all very Silly Billy a lot of the time. More so than me. You say chat reflects the streamer, and that's very true. However, I think you've taken my traits and accentuated them. You all sound very Silly Billy a lot of the time. By definition, I don't think so. Gale, no, Eggplant is a fruit? This one's divided. It is, isn't it? He's just calling us fruity. I'm not fruity. I'm more potato than anything. Which is not a fruit, as we've come to learn, everybody. For this question, can I see some eggplant emojis in chat with a squirting emoji next to it? You'll get +5 points on your test if I see it. Let me see some eggplants and sweats. None of you? Not even for the extra credit? Some of you asked for it. You didn't truly want it, did you? Not a single one. Shame. Just hit the detonate button. You asked for it. Goodbye. Question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very, very, very divisive on the eggplant. Unfortunately for this one, there are no keywords to play off of, so you just have to go off of your knowledge. You gave 5 eggplants? I didn't see a single eggplant. Am I crazy? Does it get filtered out by YouTube? I think eggplant is shadow banned, actually. So sorry. If you sent an eggplant in the chat, please post a cucumber. That's crazy, actually. That we learned something today. You can't post squirting eggplants in YouTube. That's insane. There we go. There we go. See, there are so many people that want extra credit. I was confused. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think that you guys were capable of all being on the same page. There's so many. There's way too many cucumbers, actually. Jesus Christ. That is a lot of fucking cucumbers. Oh, there's one eggplant. I see a few eggplants. I like how you put eggplant plus cucumber. That's really funny, actually. All right, stop posting vegetables. Or are they? The eggplant is classified as a fruit. Congratulations, everybody, to those who said yes, the eggplant is a fruit. Half of you, however, will need to go back and think about what a fruit is. You really should have studied before this. You really should have thought about it. No, it's an egg. I didn't see a chicken pop this one out. The eggplant is a fruit. Isn't this shocking? How many of you guys are actually out here contemplating what is and isn't a fruit anymore? No shame. But is there anybody who's questioning reality at this point? Life isn't real anymore? No, it never was either. Life was simply a dream. But I hope you all are taking something from this. That vegetables that we perceive as may not even be vegetables to begin with. There's a quote that I saw online while coming up with this test. They said, knowledge is knowing that an eggplant is a fruit. Wisdom is refraining from putting eggplants in a fruit salad. The next question will be this one. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is this a fruit? I will save you the trouble of wondering what it is. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering. This is an acorn. Pipsqueaks, tell me. Is an acorn a fruit? You don't know? Oh, you better guess right. You better guess right on this next one. Answers in. No, it's a corn. I'm gonna kick you in the balls. I'm actually gonna kick you in the balls for that. Ooh, I see some brain power being used. You're using prior evidence from what we've learned to debate the acorn. I love this. I love this. You guys are growing so much. You've grown so much in the past 40 minutes since this test began. Trust me, if you thought this was hard, you're gonna hate the pop quiz. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one was also rather close. But I understand. It is quite a curveball to throw at you guys. But again, there are no tricks here. There are no tricks here in this quiz. I miss my family. You are blown up. You're not allowed to speak anymore. You are dead. You might be cooked for this pop quiz. You know, I sort of wish that acorns we could throw in the microwave and pop them like popcorn. I feel like that would make them taste pretty good. I feel like squirrels would go apeshit over that. I miss my wife, Tails. Your wife is also worried about you, and if she'll have to miss you if you can't return. The acorn is a nut. And chat, remind me, what is a nut? A fruit? Fruit? Everybody, the correct answer is that an acorn is indeed a fruit. Congratulations to most of you for getting it right. Congratulations. A round of applause for you. Pachi, 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 pachi. Nuts are fruit, everybody. We've been over this. This is the third one that we've had to do. No, technically no. Technically not. This is the third time that we've had to deal with nuts on stream. But to save you guys any concern, that is the final nut for today. You don't need to worry about that anymore. You can put that knowledge aside. There will be no more nut business. You know what else is nutting? I want you to finish that statement and see if your neck blows up. The next one. Question number 10. Is this a fruit? This, Pipsqueaks, is known as the date, which is something that we are not currently on right now. This is very much a quiz. So let's not get romantic, okay? Is the date a fruit? Why are these dates inflamed? They were scratching. They were scratching their bug bites. How do you spell that? I don't know. How do you spell date? I don't even know what a date tastes like. I'm gonna be honest. These look like raisins to me. They remind you of goji berries? I'm going to Google the goji berry. I'm curious as to what that is. Ooh, they do look similar, don't they? They look tasty. I would try these. I would definitely try these. These are dried dates? Is there a difference? My apologies. My apologies if I'm giving you the wrong imagery here. I only see dried ones. Are there any that aren't wrinkled? It is very hard to find dates in their natural habitat. Are those prunes? They are dates! Good God, we've already been over this. I've addressed these as dates 15 times by now. Don't make me get angry! The question ends in 5. Wait, we never even set it up! Chat, you didn't tell me that I didn't put the poll up. Answer the question now. This is gonna be a short one, 30 seconds. Eat a Snickers, bro, which I'm sure isn't a fruit. It does have fruits in it though. Point and laugh at him. Point and laugh at them! Oh shit, their head just came off. That's crazy. Oh my fucking God, they blew up. Holy shit, there's feathers all over the place. Grab some, make a memorial. They're fucking dead. Delicious. Every time I take a sip of Joja Cola, I think back to my childhood. How good it used to be. I wasn't evil. I didn't want to kill everybody that came into my classroom. Back in the day, I used to play outside with my friends until they all mysteriously vanished in a ditch. Coordinates 1925.36. X negative 68.3. Question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 93%. Well, rounding up to 94% of you say that the date is a fruit. 6% of you say that no, the date is not a fruit. Raise your hand if you said that the date is not a fruit. Come up to the front of the class. If you said the date is not a fruit, either put the standing emoji or your hand raised. Either one. Let me see you. Let me see you. If you voted, you can chat. Jesse? Dead. Anyone else? Who else voted no? Wow. Jesse had 17 alt accounts and voted no on all of them. You voted yes? Good. The date is a fruit. That's crazy. They had 17 alt accounts and all voted no. Just Jesse. We know who you are. You're dead. Up next, the final question of the main event. Tell me, everybody, if this is a fruit. This is known as the dill pickle. That's a pickle. This whole test is a bit of a pickle, isn't it? It's like an allegory, the final question being a pickle. Should we talk about where pickles come from? Or do we not need any advice on how to answer our questions? Is anybody confused as to where pickles come from? They come from your mom? You're dead! Don't speak to me. From a jar? They do come from jars. You're so smart. Oh, you're so smart. You're right. Pickles come from the supermarket, everybody. They don't come from the ground. They don't come from a tree. They come from a truck, placed onto shelves inside of green containers made of glass. No, they don't. The poll begins now. Tell me if this is a fruit. This is your final question of the main quiz. Take this one seriously. Is the pickle a fruit? Guys, what's the answer? Shoots you with a gun. I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of blowing up because I know you would like that. Is there a who's to say answer? No, there's a correct answer and there's a wrong one. A very polarizing answer. You know, thinking about pickles brings me back to my childhood too. Growing up with Mama Galleon, having a giant jar of pickles, the size of 2 of my heads at the time. You could reach in with your hand, just grab a big, fat, girthy gherkin, take a bite out of it and snap, the crunch, chewing on its flesh. Reminds me of taking somebody's life. The snap, the crunch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. "67% of you voted that yes, the pickle is a fruit. 32% of you said that no, the pickle's not a fruit. Is anybody willing to change their answer? Does anybody want to give a second go? I will do the poll if there's enough people asking for a re-poll. No. Only a few of you. Everybody raise your hand. You've been outvoted. We do a democracy here. The answer is that pickles are a fruit. That means 60%, 67% of you got it correct, and the other 33% got it wrong. Congratulations, everybody. Let me see a raise of hands for everybody who has gotten a perfect score. Professor, can you blow me up? God, there's so many good students in class. Very well done, everybody. Although there was a lot of wrong people too. I sure hope the class GPA really balances out at the very end of it. It'd be a real shame if the entire class couldn't get a majority passing. Don't forget, you need an 80% or higher to pass. Can you raise your hand and lie? Dead people cannot raise their hands whatsoever. Die! Congratulations to everybody who's got a perfect score. I'm very proud of you. Genuinely. I'm glad that you did this and got them all right. But now the pop quiz begins. And the pop quiz is a part of your total score. Which means that if you got a perfect score, you're only 50% of the way there. Give or take some decimals. This is not a separate score. This is the same score on the same test. This will contribute to your final score. In total, there are 21 questions. Obviously, there's going to be some percentile shenanigans we have to deal with later. But that's the price I'm willing to make. Sir, I ate the bomb. The bomb was already inside of you. How'd you eat it? The next questions. Well, let me just define something for us all really quickly, to keep us all on the same page. The pop quiz is 50% of the grade, give or take a little bit, yes. Well, take a little bit less than 50% technically. The definition. This is the next definition I'll be reading out. A simple fruit with seeds and pulp produced from the ovary of a single flower. It is fleshy throughout except for the seeds. This, of course, refers to, botanically speaking, the definition of the berry. This pop quiz, I will be questioning you. You will tell me whether or not the subject is a berry or not. It will follow the same procedure. I will show you something on the plate. This plate right here. Sorry, that was for me. I like that. We will go again for the poll. And you will judge whether or not I have shown you a berry or not. First things first. Our first subject. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's start with a common one. I have a different order here. I had an order, but I'm going to change the order up. We're going to start with this. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is the banana a berry? This should be very easy for a lot of you. I practically gave it away. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is this yellow, girthy fruit a berry? I don't need you to say yes. I need you to wait for the poll. Give me a goddamn second. Fuckers. No. Tell me if the banana's a berry or not. According to definition, it would be. That's why I read the definition out to you guys. I hope you paid attention to when I read it out. If you couldn't understand me, then that's a damn shame. Balatros trained me for this. Does it actually? Does it ever refer to the banana as a berry? Yes, I understand. We can definitely change it to that. You getting jump scared? Does it jump scare you? You talked about this in chat once during the Voices of the Void stream. Yes, we have talked about this before. We all had an existential crisis referring to this. And I'm gonna close it now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Omission. If you do not answer, that means you get the question wrong. 92 of you said that the fruit presented in front of us is a berry. 7% of you are wrong. 93, 92, give or take. Yes, the banana is a berry. The banana is classified as a berry, as well as a fruit. Good job, everybody. I told you it would start out very easy. And so the pop quiz begins. Well, it begun already. That was question number 1, but now we actually begin. Chat, tell me if this is a berry. This is citrus, referred to commonly as the orange. This round, appropriately named the orange, is colored orange. There's a thick rind surrounding it with seeds on the inside with flesh between that rind. Answers now. Something we should all know about oranges is that apparently in the entire rest of the world, except for where I live specifically, oranges are used as stocking stuffers. For some godforsaken reason. Literally, it's an orange. What are you gonna do? Swing your stock around and hit somebody like a club? It's silly. There's no rhyme or reason. It's foolish. You trust no one, not even yourself? That's a good way to live your life. Stalking what? Yes! We've learned that recently, the same day that we learned about chestnuts being a fruit. That oranges apparently are very popularly placed in stockings. It's all so silly. You've never heard of that? That's crazy because me neither until this past weekend. Me neither. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question polling ends. 79% of you state that yes, the orange is a berry. 20% of you said that no, an orange is not a berry. Any redos? Anybody got take-backsies? Would you like another poll? No. Very good. All right. Pipsqueaks, the orange is classified as... Carter, thank you for the super chat. Professor Gale, can we have a pop quiz on more fun subjects like math or chemistry, or why tungsten has the letter W as its atomic symbol? That sounds boring as hell. Die! Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for paying your tuition on time. The orange is a berry. Botanically classified as a berry. This fruit is a berry! I know a lot of us think that tiny little things, little fruits that grow on bushes are berries. But there's all different types of berries. Isn't it strange? Botany truly is a strange creature. This subject is not for the faint of heart. It's for open-minded individuals who can accept that sometimes reality is not exactly as it seems. But it has seeds inside? Exactly, it is a berry. It is a berry. Up next, question number 3. This is a watermelon. Tell me, chat, is a watermelon classified as a berry? Fat one, isn't it? Big juicy rind on the damn thing. The fabled Suica. You put two of these together and you get a massive amount of points. Isn't it like 6,000 points or something like that? It's fucking huge. Everything is a berry? Is everything berry? You're a berry? She's a berry? Me, he, they? Berry? There's so many berries. If everything's a berry, then what isn't a berry? There's only one true berry? Question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The watermelon. Eaten on hot summer days, sometimes seasoned with salt. Apparently the salt, despite its saltiness, gives a watermelon a sweeter flavor. A watermelon is used as a sport to break on beaches. Blindfolded, the participants are spun around with a baseball bat. The Suica game. Bashing watermelons. All of those watermelons, in every aspect, are berries. It may weigh 10 plus pounds, be impossible to carry, but a watermelon is truly, without a doubt, a berry. Size truly doesn't matter when it comes to identifying fruits and berries. Size was never taken into consideration. Up next, we've got a spicy subject. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, is this jalapeno a berry? Jalapenos, often used in salsas, or turned into jalapeno poppers, made with cheese on the inside. Is this jalapeno a berry? Answer now. Take your time. We'll give you plenty of time on this one. We can talk more about what jalapenos are used in. Topped with nachos. Eaten directly. That's actually all I know. I don't know what else jalapenos are used for. But what is a jalapeno cooked in? What does it make? What does it make? What can you do with jalapenos? Fuck, you could deep fry them. Tempura jalapeno? Ew, those look so gross. Well, the jalapeno poppers don't, but they're like, these are like wrinkled, raisined peppers. Filthy. Spicy jam? Oh, you know what? Papa Galleon's got a sweet spot for pepper vodka. It's got peppers in it. Isn't that strange? Literally, you can put it in anything. Even vodka. Yes, that's a real thing. You can marinate peppers into vodka. It sounds like a stomach acid rebellion. Take your Tums. Questions end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No poll? Explain that. There was a poll. Jalapeno chocolate. That's true. There is also jalapeno chocolate. Jalapeno, in its myriad of usages, being put into anything from the chefs in chat telling me so. The jalapeno is also put into the category of berry. The jalapeno is botanically a berry. This little green guy is a berry. Congratulations to everybody who got that one. I honestly thought you'd get thrown for a loop. Hope you're doing good on your tests, everyone. Up next, one of my personal favorite fruits. Oh, by the way, the jalapeno is also classified as a fruit, in case you were curious. Everything in this pop quiz is actually considered a fruit. So, if you wanted to get mind fucked just a little bit more, just know that everything we've shown thus far for the pop quiz is a fruit. A personal favorite of mine. Can you be a berry and not a fruit? I'm pretty sure no. Pretty sure all berries are fruits, but not all fruits are berries. It's kind of like the squares and rectangles conundrum. My favorites, well, one of my favorites, the pineapple. Worst professor ever? Wrong! Well, I guess I am killing people. That does make me pretty bad, but not as bad as that anime professor, the one that put his kids into an assassination room. It's the pineapple. Tell me, Pipsqueaks, do you think that this pineapple is or is not a berry? Pineapples are one of my favorite fruits. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because I love telling this story. But as a kid, I ate so much pineapple one day that my entire tongue went raw from the acidity of the pineapple. The next day, I went to pirate school. They gave out hamburgers for lunch. One of my favorite foods of all time. I, doing the right thing, put ketchup on my burger because that's what you do with a burger, you put ketchup on it. And my fries. After tasting the ketchup on my burger and fries, all I could taste was butter. The acidity of the pineapple destroyed my taste buds into rewiring what ketchup tasted like, and it tasted like butter. Isn't that weird? It ruined my burger and my fries, one of my favorite meals. But I forgive you, pineapple. I forgive you. Question ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Someone in chat just said cool. It's not cool, it sucked. It hurt. My feelings. The type of professor to think red and black pineapples are a fantasy. I'm gonna have to look that up. Nearly 80% of you said that the pineapple is indeed a berry, while 20% of you voted that it is not a berry. There's at least 28 to 30 pipsqueaks that voted that the pineapple is not a berry. I want you to imagine how many 30 people is. That's an entire classroom in high school. Maybe just a little bit more, but it fills up an entire class. That's a lot of people. A lot of people who are wrong. The pineapple is a berry. The pineapple, while not traditionally shaped like a berry is indeed a berry. Cool. Are we starting to see a trend here? You know, the human mind is particularly keen on following trends and patterns. But when does that pattern stop? When does the pattern end? Up next is something that a lot of people are very fond of. Sister Galleon, one of her favorite fruits even. This, my good birds, is known as the kiwi. Everybody, let's get straight to it. Is the kiwi a berry? Don't fucking text me right now! She's shouting in glee. One of her favorite fruits. Sister Galleon, what's your favorite way to eat kiwi? All I know is that kiwis are pretty cool because you can basically cut into it and scoop it out like ice cream. What was that? That was my phone. Golden kiwis are nice too. I would like to see the inside of a golden kiwi. That probably looks very pretty. Sister Galleon just said correct. What's your favorite way to eat a kiwi? Just straight up? Just stick a spoon in it and scoop it out? Do you eat the skin of a kiwi? Me in particular, I actually have not eaten kiwi. So, can't say that I've tried. Sister Galleon says, yeah, straight up. Firm, tangy, sweet, sour kiwi. Fun fact, the golden kiwi has edible skin. Well, would you look at that? All right, ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why would you want to eat the fuzz? Some people like the fuzz, I think. It's probably fun. You can't have fuzz without FU. That's probably not the nicest thing to say. 94, give or take 95% of you stated that the kiwi is a berry. 5% of you said that no, the kiwi is not a berry. Listen, we all know it's a berry. Come on. Just if you said no, raise your hand. I'm going to blow you up. Be fair. Be honest. Raise your hand. If you said no, I'm going to detonate your bomb. Come on. Front of the class. Make a statement for yourself. Let your life have meaning. You die. Only one person? Really? So cowardly, you birds. Nobody else wants to own up to their mistakes. 2 more. Bang, bang. You guys can now watch from the spectator seat. If you raise your hand, can you hit all your death? No, you shouldn't be raising your hand whatsoever. You shouldn't be able to. I'll stand up for the ones that don't stand up. No, I'm not letting you die. Cream soda! Thank you for being honest. But die. Alright, everybody. There's only a few more left. There is 4 more fruits on this list for the pop quiz. We're moving on to question 7. We're nearing the end of it. Isn't this fun? If you guys, you know what, let's do a secondary poll. If you had a good time, would you like to see more of these? Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Was today fun for you? Be honest, it's okay if you say no. Just so you know, you're not supposed to say yes, you're supposed to give an honest answer. If you did not have fun, you're more than welcome to say no. But if this is enjoyable for a lot of you, then perhaps we need to open up more fields of study. Maybe our brains need to get bigger and bigger. Is the human skull technically a fruit? Is the seed of my mind capable of classifying me as a fruit? What if we didn't have fun because we were blown up before the quiz, but you still want more quizzes? Better pip nap some more birds. I gotta get to it. Is the brain technically pulp? Perhaps it is. I think it's very important to question reality at all times. Is my arm a fruit? No, it doesn't have any seeds in it. Is a pipsqueak a fruit? No, pipsqueaks are not fruits, everybody. It's a joke. It's not. They're not fruits. I've already tasted one. They're not fruity whatsoever. No, some of them are fruity, but they don't taste fruity. Kai, welcome back aboard for 9 months. All right. Anyway, that's good. Thank you for answering. I'm glad a majority of you guys had fun with this. If you did not have fun, then I'm sorry this is not your cup of tea, but I still hope that it's entertaining, to say the least. How dare you say we aren't fruity? Not everybody's fruity! You, Pipsqueak, sitting across from me on the other side of the table. Are you fruity? You just moved up and down. What is moving up and down? That wasn't nodding, that wasn't shaking your head. You know what? You just stay over there and look pretty, okay? Silly bird. Anyway, next up, 4 questions left on this pop quiz. Is this a berry? They look delicious, I'll tell you that much. I'm craving some sparkling cider now. Could really go for some. Sounds really tasty. You know, grapes make me think about wine. I had a lot of wine on New Year's. I had a lot of wine. The bottle of Moscato that Mama Galleon gave me. I drank all of it. I drank the whole damn bottle. It was really good though. It was 11% alcohol, and I drank it all. It was delectable. I had a really good time that night. You can't drink grape wine, but you do love grapes in their natural form. How much do you love grapes? I didn't do the poll. Sorry, I was busy reminiscing about days past. You forgive me. The music makes me nostalgic. Dates are ugly, but they taste good. I know some dates are pretty ugly. They end up in fights. You go to the movie theater on a date and you just see 2 people fighting it out, tearing each other's hairs out, because they keep talking during the movie. It's a shame. Some dates are not very tasty. Red or green? What do you see before you, Pipsqueak? If you want to be pedantic about what you see as the subject. What is in front of us right now? Blue? I want to strangle you. I want to strangle you so bad. A PNG? There's more than a PNG in front of you. There's colors. There's identity. Little circles colored in red. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 81% of you think that grapes are berries. 81 of you think that grapes are berries. What happens if you fail? The bomb planted in your neck will explode, and you'll turn into a giant, colorful feather puree. There are pinkish raisins in the world, and they taste the best. Pink raisins. Hello, Nix and Roombies. You're tardy to the quiz. I'll forgive you, though. I know you had prior engagements. You're not even taking this class, so honestly, sit back and relax. Grab a seat in the back of class and watch as the pipsqueaks blow up one by one for getting these questions wrong. Tell me, Roombies, are these in front of me and you? Is this classified as a berry? All fruits are berries? That's not true. Not all fruits are berries. No? We are here to audit the school. Please continue. Oh, you'll find no problems here. Isn't that right, Pipsqueaks? Nod to the man. Tell him that nothing. There's no problems here. Well, Let us do a poll then. Roombies, if you'd like to jump in, you will not be blown up. You have no bombs inside of you. But vote if you wish. Tell me, are these grapes classified botanically as a berry? Blow up? No, don't worry about that, Roomby. There's only a few more questions left, actually. There's this one and 3 more. The questions are almost over. Hopefully, most of you passed. You don't want to bring the whole class down, do you? The GPA would suffer so much. Why would you blow up your pipsqueaks? Because they're naughty. They've been bad. They've been unwise. By the way, Nix, did you know that if you put the eggplant plus sweat emoji, you get it's shadow banned on YouTube? You actually can't post it. It doesn't show up in chat. If you put eggplant plus sweat, it doesn't show up. I learned that this time. I learned that today. You can try if you wish to. If you wish to, you can put an eggplant and sweat emoji. I will not see it. It doesn't show up. You can't even super an eggplant. That's insane. Is that a bait? It is not a bait whatsoever. I promise you, on my honor, as a teacher slash pirate, you cannot put an eggplant sweat emoji in chat. This is not a bait. No, I promise. Look, there is nobody else in chat doing it. However, there probably is, but you can't see it. It is genuinely shadow banned. If there was at least one person out of all of the few hundred people in here that posted it, you would have seen it by now. Why would you trust a pirate? Because I would never tell a lie. This is a place of study, of scholarly endeavors. We only settle the facts here. I've been very honest with everybody here today. I've been very fair. Should you try it? You should. Do it. Pumpkid, put eggplant sweat emoji in the chat right now. Do it. Do it. Who made him a teacher? I'm the captain. I can be whatever I want to be. So long as it's my cabin, I define what it is used for. And today we're using it to study. Wait, Nix, you're a mod. It doesn't count for you. Nix, it doesn't count for you. But see, the only person that it shows for is Nix. Either way, it's time for the quiz to continue. Is a grape a berry? 76% of you claim that the grape is a berry. The other percentage, the other 23 to 24% of you state that the grape is not a berry. I am pleased to tell all of you, whoever voted yes, that the grape is a berry, was right. The grape is indeed a berry. Shocked? This is not a trick question. None of these are trick questions, everybody. This is simply the matter of fact. Thank God I'm not a pipsqueak. Well, just for you, if you got it wrong, I'll blow up a pipsqueak for you. Sorry to whoever that was. I just pressed one at random. Up next. Goodbye, grapes. I love you. You guys are gonna love this one. I can't wait to see the fist fights breaking out over this. Tell me, pipsqueaks and roombies now, is the pumpkin a berry? Oh my god, oomph. No, don't worry. You're fine. It was a pipsqueak that hadn't introduced themselves yet. They just got here. So there's no attachment. Your oomph is just safe and fine. Unless your oomph is Jesse, who I've killed like twice now. Ah, delicious. Almost as delicious as all these delicious fruits. Judgment Day is nigh. Is the pumpkin a berry? Vote now, or forever hold your pieces. What the hell's going on? We're identifying berries. Whether or not what is in front of you right now is a berry or something else. Which is to say, not a berry. Is berry good? I think there's a lot of pipsqueaks that have been doing very good on their quizzes. A lot of you guys have gotten a lot of questions correct. Really quickly, since we're waiting on people to vote, I just wanted to thank everybody. Barry, thank you for the Streamlabs. They said not sending this in a super because I'm embarrassed, so I won't read the rest. But it was about something we talked about before. And I would still like to see a picture of that. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Let me get my cursor up. Why is my internet so slow? Vote in, everybody. Make sure you vote in, everyone. Let's see. I think we start from here. Also, Barry, thank you for the 5 gifted member pips. Thank you so much. So many more classmates to join you. Bold Impact, thank you for joining the member pip once again. They said, do you even know your fruits, Teacher Galleon? I think I would say that I'm qualified to teach about fruits at this point. I've done a lot of investigation. Nye, thank you for the super chat. It says, chat, you're amazing. That was when we were first identifying whether or not you could post eggplant sweat emojis in chat. I think you may regret that super chat now. You thought pumpkins were gourds? They are! Pumpkins are also fruits! Everything on this pop quiz is a fruit. Everything on the pop quiz is a fruit. Barry, thank you for the super chat. They said YouTube won't even let the eggplant emoji be sent in a super. It's that serious. Thank you for the super chat. Colleen, thank you for the super chat. They said college biology is failing me. Should have done college botany, but it's okay. We're all learning here. It's a learning process. Samantha, thank you for the super chat. I bet you think a hot dog is a sandwich too. Oof, we're not. You know what? We should do a class on common internet mistakes. The poll is over. 71% of you state that the pumpkin is a berry. Now, how many of you guys actually truly believe that? That's to be determined. I remember in the beginning, a majority of you, nearly 60%, stated that something was a fruit when it wasn't. Strange. Was that actually, that might have been the fig. And both answers are technically correct, so. However, 29% of you said that the pumpkin is not a berry. The pumpkin, in all of its rotund orange fleshiness, is classified. Ooh, pumpkin, you're gonna really regret those words. The pumpkin is indeed a berry. It is a gourd. People call it a vegetable. It's botanically a fruit. And it is most certainly a berry. Congratulations to majority vote. Hey, listen, if you're not confident in your votes, maybe you should just see what everyone else is saying. Clearly they know what's going on, right? Maybe you'll learn today a thing or two. This will be the second to last question on our pop quiz. It's a favorite of a friend of mine. Tell me, is this considered a berry? I'm going to put the poll up now and continue thanking everybody for their support. Is that friend a vampire? Yes. A very good vampire friend of mine. Barry, thank you again for a super chat. Can we change the poll to a Barry? And we did indeed. I didn't want to have anybody have any existential crises today. Carter Maloof, thank you for the super chat. Professor Gale, can we have a pop quiz on more fun subjects like math or chemistry, like why tungsten has the letter W as its atomic symbol? That would be a good subject to touch into. If we would like to do more of these in the future, perhaps we can dabble in chemistry. Basic chemistry. Club Netherbrand's Rogue Sniper, thank you very much for doing as your name suggests. And sniping a gifted member, Pip, thank you so much. And Carter Maloof, thank you for joining the member, Pip. I'm glad to have brought you to my side. For that, you'll have full immunity for the rest of the quiz. Enjoy that. There was controversy of tomato being a veggie or fruit back in the day. Well, like I've stated before, everything that we've shown on the pop quiz side is a fruit. Tomatoes are classified botanically as a fruit. But, is it a berry? All right, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 88% of you said that the tomato is a berry. 11 to 12% of you said the tomato is not a berry. I am more than pleased to tell everybody that this red circular little juicy nugget of badness, because I hate tomatoes too, honestly, let's be honest, is a berry. The tomato is a berry. That means that everything we've shown here is a berry. Not a psycho. Welcome back aboard the member, Pip. Thank you for joining yet again. Everything is berry. That's what someone said before. All pipsqueaks are berry. Last but not least, the final question for today. A very familiar fruit. Tell me, pipsqueaks, is this a berry? Eat up. It's one of the best fruits around. Pipsqueaks, what you all just consumed, that strawberry is not a berry. You may now Google, if you wish, everything that we've studied today. If there was anything you were double checking or wanted to double check, if you were curious about, you may now look it up. The strawberry, despite its name, is not a berry. Takes that strawberry back. You know what's crazy? There was going to be more answers, but I thought a flat 10 would look better. Did you know that the avocado is also a berry? It's got one seed in it. Just one fat nut. The avocado is also a berry. Did you know that wait a second. Was it raspberries? No, it was. Raspberries are also not classified as a berry. I was kind enough to only put one of those on the test. Mads, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank God for my agricultural class. Phew, I passed. Good job. Are bananas berries? They are indeed berries. Look at that. We even had banana as a question on here. Look at that. It was the first on the pop quiz today. Well, anyway.
Down, 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 down. It's too fucking blurry in here. My eyes are squinting, trying to see what the fuck I'm looking at. 1 second. Ugh. Finally. Get out of here, Pipsqueak. You did good. Good job. Get out of here! Hey. I'm Gale Galleon, the pirate captain of first stage production EN's group Avallum. And also, I'm a petty motherfucker. I'm also a petty motherfucker. Guys, check this out. I was really proud of this. Dude, I really like the idea in the beginning where I was like... I thought that was the coolest shit. I'm so lame. I'm so lame. Either way, thank you guys for coming to today's quiz. I installed my Sharingan for today so I could find any cheaters. Don't worry, anybody who cheated has already been blown up. So, sucks to suck. Great stream, 10 out of 10. I'm glad that you guys received it pretty well. I was really excited for this. I'm glad that we didn't do it yesterday because I needed to get some more stuff prepared for it. And I wanted to do a better thumbnail too. I didn't think that my initial thumbnail was good enough for what was actually about to happen. Like, let's look at it again. Like, you guys have seen it. It's my Twitter banner now, actually. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Very educational. Thank you. I didn't think this really fit the mood for what we were doing today. Like, this is obviously, like, crazy, but I wanted it to be something where we could actually learn something. Nut Galleon. Gale gallons of nuts. Cojones. Huevos. The random concepts are funny. I want to do more stuff like this, but sometimes I find myself lacking in creativity. I like this kind of shit. I like being goofy and dumb and stupid like this. It's fun. That's the stuff of nightmare. My nuts? My chestnuts? Chestnuts are my identity now. Don't call me insane. Don't call me nightmare fuel. I now know that everything is a berry apart from fruits with berry in their name. Blueberries are a berry. The mind fucking continues. I love the extent of your pettiness. I'm glad it resonated with you guys. So, is berry a berry? Strawberry? Blueberry? Raspberry? Gooseberry? Is a gooseberry a berry? Gooseberry a berry? Question. Yes, the gooseberry is a berry. Are we berries? No, you guys are not berries. I had to look it up. You guys are not berries. You guys are fine. Look, you guys are great. You guys are good little participants on the other side of that table over there. Safe away from me in case you blow up. What's a gooseberry? It's a fruit. It's a type of fruit. If you guys came in late to the stream, let me show you guys what we went through. Question 1 for the quiz. Obviously, we had chestnuts. Wait. I can't put that on a table. Here, put the plate back down. Chestnut. Number 1. Number 2, patata. Oh, sorry, let me go through it. Chestnut. This was a fruit. Muse Wallace, thank you for the 6 months. And Olyop, also, I'm so sorry I missed it. Thank you for the 10 gifted member pips. I'm sorry I was belated on getting that. Thank you so much. I was lost in the sauce. Muse says, thanks for the acoustic jackbox. Yeah, I know, it was kind of like Murder Mystery Mansion, right? This was very informational, and you being silly and goofy petty, dude, is the best thing you can do, Cap. Kanpai. Kanpai! What about the severed hand? Don't look at that. Sure, Demon, thank you for the super chat. Botany is one of my favorite topics. This was an awesome stream, and more streams like this would be genuinely fun. I'll need you guys. I'll maybe do like another Google form in the future where we can pull together like trick questions, like a good trivia stream would be really fun, I think. So it was a hand? No, it was a berry. Can you eat the hand? No, it's not a hand. Next up was a potato. The potato is not a fruit. It is actually not classified as a fruit or a vegetable, but they call it a vegetable just because it doesn't belong anywhere else. It's the closest thing that they'll shove it into. Up next was corn. I think corn was actually my favorite thing on the list today. Corn, if you're curious, is a fruit that can also be a vegetable or a grain depending on the age of the corn. You can look it up. It's really, really cool. Basically, when the corn is fully ripe, it is considered a grain. Neat, right? Up next, we had the fig, which definitely is a trick question because we deemed that at the end of it that the fig is both a fruit and not a fruit. The inside of the fig is technically just a flower that is pollinated by wasps and stuff, but even botanists say that it is and is not a fruit at the same it is and is not a fruit at the same time. It's the Schrodinger's fruit. Crazy stuff. Up next, the coconut. Yes, it has nut in the name. But it's not just a nut. It's a fruit. Okay? That's all I had to say on the matter. Cactus fruit. I wanted to trick you guys by putting something with fruit in the name. Nut, haha. Casting Floros, I'm gonna blow you up with my dick. I wanted to put something with fruit in the name to throw you guys off. But yes, cactus fruit is indeed a fruit. It is classified simply as a fruit. There's no tricks there. Just simply that there is fruit in the name. Casting Floros is very mature. Not mature enough. What did Gale just say? I said I'm gonna blow him up with my dick. Up next was the first vegetable of the stream. Because potato technically is not a vegetable. It was carrots. And carrots, they sort of embody the idea of a fruit, right? But they don't come from a plant. They're a root vegetable. Even though they've got seeds on the inside and they're fleshy, it is a vegetable. Next up was eggplant. I forget what the fucking eggplant comes from. Does eggplant come from a bush or like a vine or something like that? It comes from a vine, right? But either way, it is the fruit of a vine with seeds on the inside. Fleshy stuff inside of its rind. Carrots don't have seeds on the inside? Carrots have seeds on the inside. Carrots don't have seeds? What? Where do we get... Wait. Do carrots not have seeds on the inside? Carrots and other root vegetables do have seeds. What? They don't grow seeds. Why is there so much conflicting information? All right, well, I didn't look that up beforehand. I thought they did, though. Carrots do not have seeds. Sensei was wrong. They come from the flowers. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It comes from the flowers that carrots grow from. My bad. I'm a dummy. But either way, eggplant is also a fruit. Yeah, the carrot plant has seeds in it. I was wrong. Then we had the acorn, which was me just being petty again. The acorn's a nut, in case you were curious. The acorn's a nut. Got nut all over my plate. Got nuts everywhere. And as we've learned, nuts are a type of fruit. Simple as. Next up was the date, which I've never even tried before, but they look funny and scrote-like, so I wanted to put them on the list. Dates are a fruit. They look like little raisins, like little shriveled up grapes. Nut over my plate? Yes. Got a nut all over my plate. Got chestnuts, got acorns. Got all that shit. And the last one for the main pop quiz, or for the main quiz, was the pickle. And the pickle come from the cucumber. And the cucumber is a fruit. So the pickle is also a fruit. Dates are so ugly. They do look a little funny. They're very scrotal. Anyway, pickles are fruits. Next up was the pop quiz. The pop quiz had banana. These are all berries except for the last one. They're all fruits as well. The banana, the orangey, the watermelon, the jalapeno, the pineapple, the kiwi, the grape, the pumpkin, the tomato, and last one, which is not a berry, the strawberry. Round of applause for the strawberry for deceiving us for our entire lives. Good job. You've played us all for fools. Good job. We all look like dumbasses for calling you a berry. Should we just call them strawbs from now on? I think we should just simply call them strawbs. Good job, strawberry. And avocados was my bonus question, or not bonus question. My bonus fact was that avocados are even considered berries as well. Well done, everybody. All right. Pretty soon, in 7 minutes, there's going to be a big collab. We got Outlast Trials played by some boys. We're going to raid into Ryzar's waiting room. So, everybody, thank you for joining me and taking this quiz with me. If you want to, please quote retweet my going live tweet with your scores. I would love to see how many of you guys, how well you guys did. Okay? You don't need to use a hashtag or anything. Just use a quote retweet. It'll suffice. Thumbs up. Have a good night, everybody. Get some food in ya if it's dinner time, or maybe if you're just having fun, get a drink or something like that. Who cares? It's a Thursday. Not the end of the week, but still. Barry, thank you for the super chat. 10 out of 10 creativity score, 0 out of 10 satisfaction score. Well, I'm sure it was a 10 out of 10 until the last one, right? Jane! Otsukaresama deshita! Bye-bye! And no, I'm not Sasuke Uchiha, and I'm not Itachi Uchiha either. Buy my Winter merch! Buy my Winter merch! It's only available for another 10 days! Please!